Hey, everybody, welcome to This Board Game Life, episode number 101, titled The Road to GenCon 25. Actually, technically, I added the. Is there a the in The Road to GenCon 2025, or is it just Road to GenCon
It's whatever we want.
25? Okay, it's
our
all
show.
of it's all
our
of that.
title.
Yeah, it's all of that and more. How about
It
that?
is.
I am one of your fine hosts for today. My name is Rob, and that sultry, sexy voice that you heard, that was my good buddy Mark.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
Yes, this is the show that talks about games, board games, card games, miniatures games, and anything else we want to talk about, including conventions.
3D
which
printing.
Is, yeah. Oh, yes. Hey, I told you not to mention that. I'm wagging my finger at you. If you can see it on video, there you go. You're getting the finger wag. I was telling Mark before the show, I'm like, dude, you can't talk about 3D printing anymore. That is off the list, stricken. It's forbidden because I'm weak.
Verboten.
And Mark is the evil tempter. And he not only talks about it, he like posts videos about it and all this stuff that he loves about it. And I'm like, I want a piece of the action. So, I can have 3D goodness in my house.
The only thing I'll say about it is for our listeners, not you. So Rob, plug your ears. For anyone that's interested in maybe thinking about diving into 3D printing, or if you're thinking it's too hard, go to our YouTube channel. I did post a video just the other day. It's almost an hour long. It was a lot longer than I thought, but I did go through kind of my experience with why I bought the printer, what I wanted to do with the printer, I don't think I dove into like the setup much. I did talk a little bit about setting it up because it's really pretty simple, but how to use the software and then I basically show on camera all the things that I have printed so far and talked about them. So, so I did that for those that are interested or might want to know someone's experience that has no experience in printing, because it can be pretty daunting. It can seem very overwhelming. It's actually very, very simple. I'm shocked at how simple it is. And it is a lot of fun.
But a lot of the simplicity is really with how they've changed in the past couple of years, right? Isn't it like Bamboo Labs basically took a lot of the pain out of the process with their software. And for some folks, I think maybe it's constraining, right? Like for the true tinkerers and stuff, maybe they want a little more control over things. But I think Bamboo Labs really pioneered a great system to just make it so easy
every guy.
Right. Yeah. Just somebody to dive in. Yeah. Just somebody to dive in and say like, hey, I want to print that fidget toy. A couple hours later, it's done without having to go through the nightmares that we've heard over the years of just, failed print. There was this problem, that problem. And no, it's like watching your videos and watching you talk about it, not just you talking passionately about it, like everything else you talk about, but just your success and how much you enjoy it and what you get out of it. That's really like appealing. And makes me want.
All right, well, that's all I'm going to say about it. No more.
I'm
get
kidding.
In trouble.
You can talk about it as much as you want. No, seriously though, that is a great look into Mark's first couple weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Was it even that much?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's a great look into Mark's first 2 weeks with his 3D printer and what he's used it for. And if you're thinking about 3D printing, I think it's one of the best videos that I've seen, just for the lay person, inexperienced with that. If you want to know more, definitely check it out. And I was going to make mention of one thing real quick. Because, you had mentioned in there that you really haven't done a whole lot with, other than just printing them. like I would think it'd be pretty easy to just tweak things. You know what I mean? Like, didn't you say like one was like a really tight fit inside the box or something like that? I bet you can go in there and with the bamboo software, just like, nudge something over like, 0.1 millimeter or something like
Yeah.
that to, to make things fit better or what there was one compartment that you had that wasn't big enough for your upgraded components.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like some of that stuff you can probably tweak, but it will involve printing it a second time, of course, right?
Or also, yeah, and when you tweak the size of one, it still has to fit in the box with all
Yeah.
the other stuff.
It depends, right, on
So,
how
so
everything else
yeah,
is.
depends on how you're tweaking it.
Yeah.
So, but
And I
yeah, I
was
mean, for
and I
like,
was go ahead.
no, it's just for me who, I'm not designing anything. I'm just
Yet.
searching for files of something that someone has already designed, and then printing. And then yeah, if you've got that, that's probably the best way to learn is to take something and go
Tweak
into
it.
the software on a template and then tweak it to see how it works, and that will help you learn the software too. So
Because I was thinking, so I started doing some research and uh, looking at different videos and some websites. There's some guides out there on how to make inserts, which I thought were pretty interesting. And maybe like a really cool way to start is, just to get used to tweaking things a little bit
yeah,
is, taking the like the STL files for a particular insert and just putting like embossings in there of, this is the tray for coins, this is the tray for dice. And because I like to have my labels on there of what goes in each compartment. So I'm crazy like
yeah.
that. But anyway, enough 3D printer talk because we've got to talk about our road to GenCon, which is coming up. It is actually
Yes.
2 weeks from the time of this recording. GenCon will be over. It is
Yeah, it'll
that
be over and
close.
then yeah.
Yeah. So it's less than 2 weeks, a little bit more than 1 week to go time.
Yeah, I'll
And
be in Chicago in what 8 days.
8 days, yeah.
So then we'll carpool down to Gen Con and hook up with Franco and
Road
just
trip
have an incredible great time.
on the road to, I don't know what a good name is, Indy, ICC. Remember those Bob Hope and Bing Crosby movies? On the
No.
road to, I was a latchkey kid. I watched a lot of TV
Okay.
reruns.
All right. No one in our audience cares about your Bob Hope movies.
Classics,
I'm a year
man.
older than you, and I don't even know what you're talking about.
Classics, man. Yeah, they
Wow.
were black and white movies. But yeah. Anyway. All right, let's get on to the shoe, as they say. So real quick before we talk about what we've been playing, just make sure to check us out on YouTube, like and subscribe as the little thing on the video shows right now. Mark's posted a ton of unboxings, some reviews, some looks into 3D printing. Wait, was there only one 3D printing video?
Oh, we just lost you.
I'm still here.
You're on mute.
I am not mute. I see myself. Hopefully you can hear me.
I'm on mute. How am I on?
He's on mute. Yes. Anyway, every time's like the first time, right? Can you hear me? No?
Okay. You still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
What happened? I don't know what I did. Somehow I muted myself.
Are you back?
Oh, I know what I did.
Are you back now?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
When I was hitting the like button, I tapped the touch screen beneath it on my Stream Deck and it muted the system volume. Didn't realize I had tapped that.
We're almost 1,000 episodes into this. Every
No,
time's like the
only
first time.
101.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But anyway, as I was saying before we had our technical difficulties, make sure to check out our channel on YouTube. We've got a ton of great videos out there about all sorts of games unboxings. Mark does a cool mail call thing that he unboxes. It's like Christmas every day, opening up the gifts from the UPS truck, the FedEx truck, the Postal Service truck. Although they're usually late. Anyway, make sure to check us out, like and subscribe, and feel free to comment on there. We love seeing your comments. All right. So this week I haven't had a chance to play anything. Hopefully, you can make up for that. What have you been playing?
it's my list is a lot lighter. Like I said, I
Yep.
had my dad was here for 3 weeks, so I got to spend a lot of time doing different things with him and getting out, doing a bunch of fun things outside of board gaming. But I did get some stuff in this weekend
Mm-hmm.
and this last week, so I got to play for the first time
Mm-hmm.
Tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar.
I was excited to see this on your list.
Well, let's put it this way:
Uh-oh.
it's it. I will be going here in about a week and a half. I'm going to be going to booth 1003, but probably 245 because their store is in room 245. I will be going to the CG room at 245 to make a purchase of Tzolk'in the Mayan
Oh,
calendar.
wow. No way. I wasn't
I
sure how this was going to go.
This game is awesome.
It is.
And the reason
And
I'm not like just buying it here, I sometimes they might have like a deluxe version of it there. You never know. It's an older game, so they may just
yeah,
have the
I don't
standard
think
retail.
I don't remember there being a deluxe of this.
I don't know if there is, but I'm like, I'll be there in a week and a half. I might as well
Mhm.
just wait and
Yeah, I'm
see.
sure they'll have it.
Oh, they will. They had it last year because I remember
Yeah.
seeing it there. I
Mhm.
just wasn't on my list, so it's probably just the standard retail. But I'm like, you never know. Doesn't hurt to check it out.
Yeah.
But yes, the Tzolk'in the Mayan calendar. Wow, like this is another one of those games that kind of like Great Western Trail. I think I
Okay.
talked about last podcast.
Yes. Mhm.
Is like this game is so good, and there's so many things like to really, I think, get an understanding of the game. I did not do well. I did not do very well at all. But there's so many different things and options, and then it's like you're trying to time when you put your people on which wheel and everything is spinning and when to pull them back. There's so many things going on, and trying to figure out the best way to kind of play this game really requires multiple plays.
Yes. Mhm.
And that's why it's like, again, this just reinforced that I gotta slow down, gotta stop buying everything just because it's new and shiny, and really focus on things like this that are so much fun that I want to play again. I really did enjoy this game, and the uniqueness of the dials moving, so you're taking your little, I guess that's a worker placement. You're putting your little, I don't even know what they are. It's just a cylinder, your cube, if you will, but your cylinder on its wheel, and then it moves like at the start of everyone's turn. I think it is that the calendar, the whole thing moves.
Mhm.
The calendar moves, which the big wheel, and then it moves four other wheels. So your workers are moving along these different
But
tracks
they
and
go in a
off.
different direction, which
Yeah.
kind of messes people up.
Yeah. And then when the center calendar, the center wheel, every time it moves 90 degrees, things happen. Like you got to feed your
Mhm.
workers. You get rewards at other times, but you're always feeding these people. And so you got to keep mindful of that. You got to be mindful of which wheel you're putting people on and when to pull them back, and how you're trying to time things. But you can't just put stuff where you want because someone else might be in the space, and it might cost you some corn if you know to move. And maybe you got to go forward on that wheel and it's going to cost you. So yeah, it was very interesting. I really dug it. I got my butt handed to me, but it's okay. I was at the zero. Let's put it this way. We were almost done with the game. The other two people I was playing with, they were like in the 30s, I think, or high. They were at least 30 or higher. I think one was in the 50s already. One was in the 30s. I was still sitting at zero because I was making cracks. I'm like, yes, I'm right where I belong. Solid last place. I beat you all. Yeah, I hold on to my spot. I'm always in last, and I defend it proudly. But I did end up with, I think I got close to 30 points there at the end, just by getting a couple things to finally happen. But there was so much going on. Like at the first, I didn't even. Yeah, there's just a lot of things going on in the game. So really enjoy Tzolk'in, and I'm really looking forward. This is coming into my collection. If I don't buy it at GenCon, then I will be picking it up soon as I get back home.
Yeah, because I think this one's readily available. Like,
it's in my game store here.
Yeah.
I almost picked it up, and I was like, I haven't been to I was there that night, but I'm pretty sure we have it there. I didn't look, but it's one of those. It's like, okay, this. I decided a couple of days later. I'm like, yeah, this does need to come into the collection. I do want this, and I'm like, I'm close to GenCon. I'm just gonna wait. You never know. They might have some fancy bits or something.
Yeah, or buy it, you get a promo or something.
Yeah. So I might as well wait. So this will be coming soon. I also played Twinkle Twinkle.
And by the way, if you look on BGG for this one, there's a lot of folks that have done some amazing paint jobs on their calendar, because it's the wheels, or I'll call them the gears. They're all one solid shade, and they've got like the carvings on them, or the embossing, whatever you want to call it. People have gone out and they've painted these things, and there's some amazing jobs. If I was actually a good artist or a painter or something, I would definitely do that. In fact, when the game first came out, and the guy who was like running the game group that I used to go to, he painted his, and just that one little thing, it just made it a lot more interesting to play. You know, because it was so colorful. He did such an amazing job. And so, definitely check that out.
Yeah, the guy that taught me the game, he said the same thing, that there's just some gorgeous looking paint jobs out there. So yeah, I'll check it out. I did look BGG. Doesn't look like there's any other editions than just this.
Yeah.
But I'll get it there. Like you said, maybe I'll get a promo for buying something, or you never know.
Actually, as soon as you buy it, they'll come out with like a deluxeified Kickstarter version.
They will.
Yep.
All right.
Actually, I'll sell you my copy.
Yeah.
I'll sell you my copy, so then I'll have the shelf space cleared for the deluxeified version, which is going to be released later this year. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we don't have any info on that. I'm just joking. Anyway.
Yes. Moving on, I did play a brand new game that's not officially out yet. This is Twinkle Twinkle from Allplay. This will be releasing at GenCon, and people who backed it are getting their copies in now. And I did get to play this one. This is a really fun game. Doesn't take very long, but you get all these little a bag. Again, I got a video on this. If you want to see what comes in the bag, please, or in the box, go and check it out. I did get like a couple expansions for it that I was able to get with the crowdfunding, but it's you're basically building, you get a player mat, everyone gets their little player map, and you're taking tiles, you pull tiles out of a bag, put them on this board, a market board, if you will, and then it's kind of you randomly select who goes first, and then you're in position 1, 2, 3, 4, and you take from the current round, you take the tile that you want, and then wherever that's at, that you place your person there. And typically they've got the best. There's certain tiles that have like a little mark on them. I forgot what it was, a star or some kind of indicator. which means it goes into the far right space. And because they're pretty powerful, or they're very good tiles, right? They're the more powerful of the tiles, more scoring, more ability type thing. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, but if for someone to take that, they're now going to be in last place in the next round. And you can see the tiles that are going to be available in the next round because they're in the marketplace under the current round. So once you pick, and there's like 5 tiles that are in the round, it's a 4-player game. So you would put the 5 tiles out, 4 of them will be picked. One of them shifts all the way to the left. So the one that was not taken now goes into the very first spot. So if it was something pretty good, it'll now be in first spot, so someone can take it and they get to go first in the next round. But then you're pulling tiles out, placing them in to show what's going to be the 4 that will be in the next round that will move up to the current. So you might take something lesser in the current round, because if you see something in the next round that you really want and you want to go first, then it'll impact how you're taking your tiles. So it's really neat, works really quickly. You've got all kinds of different tiles in this game, and they have these little neat boards that just slide. They just kind of sit right next to your board, show you how to score. So you're going to pick out of, I think, 10, if you have all the expansion stuff, there's, I think, probably at least 10 different tile types, and you're using 4 different ones at a time on top of your stars. So you can make, pull planets and satellites and asteroids and comets and black holes, and they all score differently based on how things are laid out in your map, and it's fun. And then they are supposed to release here, I think at the end of this month, or when the game retails, the All Play app will have a Twinkle Twinkle. You go into that one and then go into like companion apps, and you'll see Twinkle Twinkle in there, and then you can just use your app and just take basically it just takes you just looking at your player mat, and it automatically tabulates your score, so you don't have to sit there and like figure it out. It's like boom, boom, boom. You just look at everybody's, and it'll just tabulate your score for you, which I think is really cool. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. It's not available yet, so I haven't tried the app, but I think it'll be pretty neat. And the game's a lot of fun. It's not a very expensive one. It's a really nice game. The tiles are nice. The player boards are really nice. The bag is incredible, like high quality. And so check out, I did do a video and unboxing showing that one as well. So if you want to see what comes in Twinkle Twinkle, check out our video on our YouTube channel. Also, another game I recently got in that I crowdfunded was Leviathan Wilds. Okay. So this, I think, is the second printing, and I got this, the Founders Edition, I think is what it was called, along with an expansion. Got to play this yesterday with Nick. Him and I took on one of the Leviathans and really had a fun time with this game. And I look forward to playing it more. There's like 17 different Leviathans you can play in just the regular game, and then the expansion I think adds 7 more, so, and additional abilities and things like that with a new character in the expansion. But there's a lot of, you pick like your character, which gives you either 1 or 2 ability cards, and then you pick your class. So you might have a character you like, but you can always change out the classes so they play differently. So there's like the replayability of this game is incredible. There's so many different like character class combinations that you can make to really kind of tweak and find that type of character that you want in this game. It's really neat. And then the last thing, Nick and I also played a round of Radlands. So another one that's been sitting on my shelf for a while, unplayed, and that was pretty quick. And it was one that I picked up because it's from Roxley. I love everything Roxley does.
Yep.
This artwork and the colors and stuff was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, but it's not an overly expensive game. So I'm like, I got to pick it up. It's actually really fun. I did really enjoy Radlands. And in fact, Nick's going to bring it to our Wednesday game night this week. We're going to show up early, and he's got a copy, and we both have it. Neither had played it yet. And he was like, all right, I'll bring my copy on Wednesday, and we can play before we start with everyone else. I'm like, yep, I'll see you there. So I'll get more plays of it this week, and I'm looking forward to playing Radlands again. But that's what I did. So that was 4 games this last week.
Yeah.
And some good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, heck yeah. And definitely an oldie but a goodie.
Tzolk'in.
The Mayan calendar.
Yeah. Is it Tzolk'in? Is that, or because I'm assuming the Z is silent.
I always did like
Tzolk'in.
Yeah, that's kind of how I pronounce it. Like a TZ. Sound. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know how it's pronounced. All right, BGG, you should have a something in here. It says, "Here's how to pronounce this." But anyways, yeah, I think we should get going to the GenCon road to GenCon. Woo-hoo.
Actually, it's so I just listened to this thing.
To AI.
Tzolk'in.
Tolkien.
Tzolk'in.
Sorokin.
No. It's like TZ.
Tzolk'in.
Soul. Or
I'm just calling it the Mayan
calendar.
I'm just calling it the Mayan calendar.
Good enough.
Good enough
for me. Yeah.
All right.
Anywho. All right, where's the show notes? There they are. All right. So we're just gonna get straight into the meat of the show here. We're gonna talk about GenCon. Our next show is going to be right after, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and we're doing this one a few days early.
Yep.
Because I've got on Tuesday when we normally record, I got some friends that wanted me to play My Father's Work, but they want to do the whole run.
Okay.
So it's going to be a late night. My whole evening is going to be.
I gotcha.
So you were so kind enough to record early.
Yeah.
So yeah, then it would be 2 weeks after that. So yeah, it'll be after we get back from GenCon.
Or maybe I can bring my Zoom recorder. Like maybe we can do one down there on Sunday. Maybe Franco wants to join us.
That'd be cool.
Or something like that. But yeah, I'll
But you said you were going to do that last year. And
I know.
So.
And then
no promises.
I never found it. So
I'm bringing this little thing I told you, this little tentacle stand. I'm going to bring that with me, and we're gonna capture some kind of footage from GenCon, whether we're playing or whether we're talking. We're going to get some shorts, Rob. We're going to at least get a bunch of shorts and post while we're there. So
no, I think that's a good plan. But anyway, yeah. So this is the show right before GenCon. And we're going to go through some of the fun stuff that we're looking to incorporate into our acquisition disorder, for lack of a better term. And so these are games that we are interested in. And then, I don't know fully how you're going to do yours. Well, I have an idea. But so my list is games that or titles that I have probably an 85% chance or higher that I'm going to get them. So this is stuff, not that I'm just interested in it. This is not stuff that I'm like, I want to try. This is not stuff that's only available for demo. These are games that are going to be there, that were released either at GenCon or soon enough, or that will be released, shortly thereafter, because some of the publishers, they'll fly in, right, copies specifically for GenCon.
Right.
And these are just titles that I want to take home with me. It doesn't mean I'm going to get all of them, because a lot of times, especially if it's a hot game, good luck getting it, right? They only have 100 copies a day. I am not going to sit in a line for 4 hours to get a copy of a game. I'll just get it later. I have tons of other stuff that I can play. Yeah. And So that is my reasoning for this. So it's games that I will almost certainly get unless something prevents me from getting it. How about you? What criteria did you use for your
So
list?
I looked through everything, and I'm basically, the stuff I'm going to talk about today is going to be things that mainly that I want to. There are going to be stuff I must have. I must be bringing home if I can. There are going to be games that I want to bring home and buy there. The other thing is going to be things that I want to check out. I want to see what the game looks like,
Yep.
because maybe I'm interested in the developer, or maybe I like the publisher and some of the other stuff they've made. So, for example, I like Roxley Games, I really do, but Roth doesn't look like something that I'm normally too interested in.
Yeah.
But I want to check it out and see if it's something that ultimately I might want to buy. There's other games like maybe like a Reiner Knizia game. Okay, I don't know much about the game, but it's going to be releasing. It's going to be there to demo or to look at, and let me see if it's something I might want to buy while I'm there. So the interesting thing about GenCon, and one thing I've learned about in the board game world in my short time in this hobby, and I was telling my dad this when he was here. It's like, my friends that aren't involved in this, or family members that don't understand, they're like, why are you going out there with an empty suitcase and you're going to fill it up and spend all this money on board games? Why don't you just buy it in the store? It's like, well,
At Toys R Us.
yeah,
Well, no, they're not around anymore.
right.
Whatever
But
store. No, Walmart. There you go, Walmart.
yeah, well, Walmart doesn't have most of the stuff I'm interested in.
But they
Target
don't
doesn't
know
carry
that.
those.
They don't know. They think you're playing Sorry and Monopoly.
Yeah, so this hobby's bigger than a lot of people realize. And one thing I've found out too is this industry is different than a lot of others, where when a new game comes out, they don't print millions of copies. They print usually smaller runs, depending on, but
Right.
typically a lot of games are going to have a smaller run, and it might like stuff that's going to release this year may not even get into stores until this time next year, after it has gone through a second or third print run.
Right.
And maybe if you only have some of these games aren't going to end up in the big box stores, so now you're having to wait and get it at a friendly local gaming store. And depending on the size of that store, or what they determine what they think they can sell, maybe you're not even going to be able to get those. So there can be a big delay from when it's released, technically released, officially released, to when it actually gets in a store for us to buy it. So that's the big draw, if we
Right.
can, and that's why it's like people are always racing to get some of these things, because
The herd
what
is
was it?
running.
You bought Spectacular last year.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. You bought it at Gen Con.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat and played. I'm like,
And
oh, this game's awesome.
You waited for me to buy it too.
I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
And I even pointed it out. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even have your copy.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
And
that is true.
but we ended up playing it. I fell in love with the game. I went back to buy it, but it was right as they were shutting the retail hall. So I'm like, okay, I'll get it in the morning. Well, they had sold out the day you bought it.
Yeah,
So
there's
I had
only
to
a
wait.
handful on the shelf. Even
Yeah,
when I
and
got
I didn't
mine.
get mine until just a couple months ago. So it was like 8-9 months later before it came to the US. So
Yep.
you can kind of get that early release and have it sometimes a year before anyone else can even get it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Spectacular in particular, that was one of the ones that it wasn't printed in the US, right? It was just basically a small shipment from the European print, if I remember right.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then you had to wait for the US printing.
Yeah. And it sucks to have played something a couple of times at Gen Con and know you could have had your hands on it.
Yeah.
And I had to wait 8 months to get it. So
first world problems, right?
exactly. So But
But there are
anyways,
problems. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
they're big problems for us in the board game world. So
Yeah.
but that's what I built my list on. So
Okay.
I what I'm gonna do is just kind of I'm gonna go down by like publisher. That's the way I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna give you the publisher, kind of like a booth at a time. Say, here's what I'm looking forward to from this publisher. Here's some of the games that I want to see,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'll share whether I just am I interested in it or to determine. So the things I'm talking about are going to be I want to see it to determine if it's something I want to buy, or I am going there in hopes of getting this. I need to acquire this if I can.
Yes.
So
Okay. So I'll group mine by publisher as well. Okay.
yeah, it's like especially I'm reading off the BGG list that I
Okay.
have used. So that's how it's sorted. I got mine sorted by publisher. So,
Mm-hmm.
so do
All
you
right.
want to
Let's do it.
start?
Okay.
How many titles do you have total saved?
11.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It'll probably grow. It'll probably grow in the last couple of days prior, but
it will.
yeah, the list that I had, I trimmed a bunch of stuff, and then like today I was able to trim Galilei off of the list because I bought it today. It's in my kitchen, right on my kitchen table right now, and but this is the list for now. So
okay.
actually, why don't so we're gonna go by publisher? Is that right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so here I'll start. I'll do the first one.
Okay.
From 25th Century Games,
Yeah.
I will probably pick up Raw and Right by the good Dr. Kinesia. So that's probably the only one that I will pick up from there. Raw, classic game, been around a bajillion years, and
I'm still waiting on my copy.
I've got Raw, and I got the dice game, which is actually pretty good. And I'll see what this one is all about. Some of these, roll and write games to me are no brainers because they're easy. I enjoy them.
Yeah.
And yeah, how about you? Because I think
I'm
you have
also
some 25th century as well. Yep.
So I've got Botswana is a Reiner Knizia game that is coming out. It's going to be available for sale there. So it's a card game. I don't, again, it's I don't know if it's going to be of interest to me, but going for my third GenCon, one of the things that was different this year when I was going through my list, because I was like almost at 100 titles before we started. And I went through and I actually removed all the stuff that's just for demo that I had like listed as interested to see the demo, but I wanted to work off this list. So I trimmed it way down for us to the criteria I gave you. But when I was going through, I was adding things this year like, oh, Reiner Knizia or Elizabeth Hargrove or, things like that, like by designer name. And I started adding things to the list because of who designed it. Mm-hmm. So I'm growing up, Rob. I'm growing up. And so I don't know anything about Botswana, but it's going to be there. It's from 25th Century Games, which I do like. Some of the things that I have, all the stuff I bought from them, I have been impressed with and have enjoyed. So that's one I want to look at. Another one that I want to check out is La Habana and rebuilding Cuba's capital, Havana. And
I thought you were going to say La Harve. For a second.
Habana.
La Habana.
So
Habana banana. Yeah.
Don't know if I'll be as interested in this. It is a bluffing hand management action retrieval card game. I'm not really good at bluffing, but again, this is one I just want to. This might be interesting, and I want to check it out.
Yeah,
another
the
one.
The guy that did that game. He's made
Reinhard Staup.
Yeah, he's made some good stuff in the past. Like he did the game I think we played that one, right? With the 2 decks, 1 to 100.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. So I'll check it out. I want to see that. Another one that I'm not sure on, it's an older game, but I think they've got a new 25th Century Games has a new edition that is coming out this month. It's Liar's Dice. So I just thought, I'm going to be in the booth. I'm going to check it out and see what that one's all about. And then I do have the Raw and Right. I did not back this one. When I did my Raw, there was a whole bunch of other things I think I could have got, like the dice game, the Raw and Right. And I got to verify. I got to go back and look at my pledge. I think I only did the Raw game with like the acrylic tiles, which is why it's still not here. They're in transit now, so maybe this will be here when I get back. I think this is one that is shipping, but the Raw and Right I'll take a look at. I don't think I backed it originally just because it was like another roll and right, and at the time I have went through a bunch of those, but I will take a look at it because I love Raw, such a great game. And if they have the dice game, I'll check it out as well. But that's what I'm interested from 25th Century Games.
Okay. And my next one, publisher starts with a B.
Okay, so let me go.
Should I go or you go?
I'll go. My next one is All Play. They have a ton of stuff. I mean, absolutely a ton of stuff that is coming out, has just come out. But there's a couple. I got 2 games I'm interested in looking at. One is Merchants of Andromeda, which I think you have, right, Rob?
Yep. It's right over there. Yep.
So I want to check this one out. Again, it's a Dr. Knizia game. And
heck, we'll play it when you get here.
Okay. Well, then I don't even know. I can either remove it off my list or put it on my must buy. So we can be prepared.
And then all of a sudden it's like, I'll see you later, Mark. All right, you get on the plane. I'm like, hey, where's my copy? Because you stole it.
Yeah. So I want to check that out. And then I also want to see another game that comes out in August. It's from Chris Yee, who is from Dice Tower. Mm-hmm. He's got a game, a little card game. I think it's one of those small box games called Soda Jerk. And I just want to see what he made. I'm just curious to see. And it's like a $9 game, 15-minute card game. So it says, carefully manage your hand to serve delicious beverages while being a jerk to others. I want to see what this is. So, but those are a couple I want to see from All Play. All right. My next one is for Bitewing Games. So what do you got?
Again. You're up again. I'm BR.
I'm still okay. Okay, so from Bitewing Games, this was a group of games from all of these are from Reiner Knizia. I was going to back these when they were the crowdfunding project was up, and then I backed out, or I never pulled the trigger on it. I think it was just one of these. It's like I gotta stop buying all these things, but all 3 of these games are now out,
and they're cheap games too. So
no, these aren't.
They're like $30, aren't they?
They are $50 each. Oh, one of them being 55.
Oh, you're okay. You're looking at those other ones.
I'm talking about Ego.
Yeah.
Orbit, and Silos. And I remember at the time, Silos. No, yes, I think it was Silos was the one that I was kind of interested in the most. It says brainwash humans, abduct cows, and control the town in the 1980s Earth invasion. That one looked kind of interesting, but I ended up backing out of this and not backing these games. And again, I probably now it's like I kind of wish I had, but I'm going to go check them out, see if there's things that I'm interested in. I may or may not buy these, or maybe I'll buy just 1 or 2 of them. So I'm looking forward to those from Bitewing Games.
Yeah, I remember when this launched, and then they had Dr. Knizia in that like space outfit, the silver
space
outfit. That was a little weird.
Yeah, you could buy him as a plushie.
Yeah. Get your own.
So like these 3 right here are going to be what are these, $155 for these
So,
three?
yeah, so they're releasing
Just
5
retail.
games. They're releasing 5 games. 2 of them are $30. You have no interest in those. You like the more expensive ones. The
Yeah.
others are Ecor and Iliad.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I purged those off my list earlier today.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't think the theme would interest me, but
Yeah.
again, I'm gonna be at their booth,
Yeah.
so I
We should
will
we
see
should
the
try
other stuff.
those. Yeah.
Absolutely. Obviously, I
Okay.
have no problem buying games.
Yeah, you do. You do have a problem. A suitcase. Suitcase space and shelf space.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that was it. I
Yep.
have my next one is I'm scrolling over to it. Here we go. Is from Brotherwise Games. One of the games that I picked up last year was Adulthood because I apparently don't have adulthood in my real life, so I need it as a board game. But Adulthood is coming out with an expansion called Pet Projects. So this one is only $12. So, I'd like to say that's going to be a cheapie, which probably means it's just like one card, or or it's one little like 5x7 punch card, or thing where you punch out some chits. It's gonna be very simple, but still $12. So expansion for Adulthood. Then you're up, my friend.
Okay, my next one's for Capstone.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I've got Capstone. So why don't you go ahead?
all right. Well, obviously, you took this one off your list, but I have Galileo Galilei.
Yes.
And I have heard fantastic things about this game. It's also from Tomas Holek,
Yep.
who is the designer of SETI, which I absolutely love. Love SETI. And I've heard so many good things, and I've seen a playthrough of this, and it just looks really interesting. So this is one I'm going to hopefully get a copy of. And another Tomas Holek game that is Tea Garden.
Yep.
And I'm interested to see what this one is about, and I want to try it out. If they have a demo of it there, then I'd like to check this out as well, and maybe come home with this one. And then the last one from Capstone is one called Up or Down, and the only reason this is on my list is because it's designed by Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer.
Yes.
And because the sound of it is build rows of ascending or descending numbers. It's a stacking and balancing card game. So it's cheap, $17. Doesn't sound too interesting, but I really like those designers. So I'm like, I want to see what this is. It's a 2 to 6 player, 30-minute game. So again, it might be a nice little palate cleanser, or a warm up game for a game night. So I want to check out that as well.
Yeah, so my selections kind of mirrored yours there. So I had Galileo on there, which thankfully I scrubbed off my list, and I didn't pay retail for it, which is good. So I got that one off the list. I am also interested in Tea Garden. That is going to be for sure for me. There was a lot of hype out of Essen for that one, and I bought into it. Hook, line, and sinker. So I'm definitely looking to pick that one up. And I almost ordered that from Capstone, because Capstone likes to release they let you pre-order games or get them when they release. Because this one released, I would say like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. Because they had the pre-orders this spring. And I almost got it, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to pay shipping. It's that was my excuse at that moment. But yeah, so I want to get those. And then I'm very interested in Raising Chicago, which Capstone is co-printing, I guess is the term for it. But this is a Spielworks game by Matt Wolf. So I love the Spielworks games for sure. So I want to get that. And then this one is, I was kind of going back and forth on this one, but it's called Suna Valo
Mhm.
from Andreas Odendahl, which also goes by the name of Ode on a bunch of his games. I want to say, did he do Orleans? There was, he's done a bunch of, well, he didn't know, he did La Granja. La
Hmm.
Granja, Planta Nubo, Solarius Mission, Cooper Island. He's done a bunch of really great games. And I will most likely pick this one up unless I see something over there and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, I want to, oh, and Up and Down as well. Again,
Cool.
because it's a Kramer and Kiesling and it's only $17.
Yeah.
So for me, Capstone gets the award for taking the most of my money, at least right now, because, I'll skip Galileo and I'll say for me, it's going to be Raising Chicago, Sunavalo, Tea Garden, and Up or Down. So it's 4 titles for me.
Cool.
All right, you're up.
And next, I'm at Chip Theory Games.
Okay, go ahead.
So I like. Oh, I had this wrong. I said Roxley earlier, and I was incorrect. Um, Roth is made by Chip Theory Games. Apologies for that, but I am interested. They've got. I mean, Chip Theory just super high quality, so that always piques my interest. But there's a game called Fight 5 coming out by Aaron Hine and Manny Tremblay. I'm a fan of Manny Tremblay. Hello, Dice Throne. And this again is a $25 game. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's a card play, conflict resolution, score and reset, and card game. So again, it's going to be a smaller one. I just want to go check it out and see what it looks like, what it plays like. And then I mentioned Roth, and they're going to have 2 expansions available as well. And I've kind of looked at this. It I know it's gotten good like reviews, but the coloring. I mean, this is a Manny Tremblay game as well, which is why I want to go check it out because, like, initially there's something about like the bright colors I think kind of throw me off, and it kind of reminds me of Radlands, like that kind of look, but even more so because it's just like the board has got all these bright colors. So it kind of like, I'm not sure, So I'm really looking forward to going to the booth, checking out this game and seeing how it plays, if I do like it. And if I do like it, this is something that I would like to pick up and bring home. And that's Roth, along with a couple of their expansions that are going to be available or are currently available.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
My next one is DA. It's the
okay.
publisher.
Whoa. How did you skip Czech Games Edition? Rob. Not only
Easily.
am I going to
Their
get
stuff is on demo.
to Tzolk'in. No, I know. But the Lost Ruins of Arnak Adventure Chest, which I probably won't pick up because it's probably going to be a big, huge empty box with just
Yeah.
an expansion, but it's meant to hold like everything from the whole series.
Yeah.
But I'll go look at it, but I think I'm going to have to pass because I expect this just to be a gigantic box.
And
And
isn't this the one that they said is not going to be in retail? I want to say I remember hearing that just because of the size. Like it's not going to be in retail, so there's a good possibility if you don't get it here, you won't see it locally. And
that's a good. I don't know.
here, you can talk about it. I'll look it up.
Yeah, you let me know.
You do that.
But this does not include previous content, but it does add some new expansion to the game and some different stuff. And it's basically a big storage solution to put everything in one big box. So that's, I just kind of want to take a look at it. But again, if this is a big, like, it says it fits in a calyx, which the current box doesn't, it like sticks way out, right? So it's like up on the top of my shelf. Back, you can't quite, it's right at the edge over here somewhere. I don't think you can see it in the camera, but it has to sit up on a top shelf. But this supposedly is going to fit in a calyx, but it's like $80, and it's I if it's too big, I don't want to buy something like that. I don't want to buy a storage solution that takes up all that space in my suitcase, because I want to bring back more games that I haven't played. So again, this is one that I'm going to just take a look at. Probably won't buy. The other one is not available for purchase. It's going to be released at Essen, which means I'll get it about this time next year, is the SETI Space Agency's expansion. But it is going to be available to demo, and I would like to just check it out, see some of the new stuff that I think they have, like roles or something that you can play. I believe like you're going to become a space agency, which gives you, I believe it's like asymmetrical abilities throughout the game. So everyone's going to have like a different agency, which will give them some additional type of benefit throughout the game. I believe that is one of the things for it, plus some new alien races and things like that. So, yeah, I just want to check it out. So that's it for check games for me, outside of possibly buying Tzolk'in. So.
Yeah, I was trying to look up the situation with this, and it looks like there's only going to be one print run of it. And this is up in the air on if it's going to be available in retail. My understanding was that it was not going to be in stores, but I saw something that said it might be available through distribution, which I don't know if that means just mail order, because the problem with these big boxes is that shipping is a problem for stores and shelf space too.
Right.
Like, especially when you have this big, massive box that's just basically empty. That is, that's a big cost to ship to a game store. And at the same time, it takes up a lot of shelf space that could be used for other things that are more likely to move. But the content that is inside of it will be available separately as something called Twisted Paths, I think. I saw it somewhere. So just know, if you go over there, this may or may not be able to be purchased again, which does move it up on my list a little bit now. Now that I think about it. But then again,
yeah.
I just have the base Arnak. I've never bought anything extra. But FOMO,
I do have the other two expansions, so
yeah,
I just haven't played them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't look like it's. It doesn't look, from the picture, doesn't look like it's going to be like a huge battle chest. Like, and
right.
Plus it will be light because it's just going to have, those plastic inserts and trays inside of it, except for some small content that is included. But so it won't be heavy. It'll just be a large item to. But yeah, we'll probably end up both buying it.
Yeah. Oh, there goes. You know what? You can put games inside of it.
No, because then you got the trays in it. There's still plastic trays. It's all full of inserts to allow you to store the all the other stuff.
Okay.
So
it's your problem. Bigger suitcase.
It's my problem.
Or you're gonna.
Hey, I can always buy another suitcase, right?
Or you can always borrow one of my suitcases, and then I'll get it back next year.
There you go. So. All right. So what was your next one?
My next publisher? One is DA. Is a publisher. So I'm up. Okay. This, I've been going back and forth on this one as to whether it should be on this list. Right now, it's on this list. If there's anything that will drop off the list, it's probably going to be this. and that's Star Wars Battle. So this is the reimagining of Memoir 44 in the Star Wars universe. You got all your Star Wars dudes battling it out. I enjoy the Memoir 44 system, the card play and stuff. I just wish that it was something I could get to the table a lot more. And I think it'd be cool to have this in a Star Wars version. But that is the problem with this, because if it's essentially a reskinning of Memoir 44, which never sees table play, then this just might be wasted money, and I'm better off spending $60 on something else. So I'm really going to have to see what it looks like on the table when we're over there, and then I'm just going to make a snap decision, yes or no. Actually, no. Right now, my goal is probably to get it, and then I'll see if I need to talk myself out of it. Like, hey, don't spend the $60 on Battle of Hoth. Spend it on a 3D printer. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, $60 isn't going to get you close to that 3D printer, but
yeah.
Yep. Let me throw this one at you. This is on my must-have list.
Okay.
So I'll buy it. We'll play it, and then you can decide if you want to buy it.
It is off my list immediately now that you're buying it, and we can play
it. I do think that this will be its release date is August 29th, so it's not officially out yet. I think this is going to be one of those, they only have a few copies, and I think it's going to be really hard to get.
Yeah.
It's kind of my guess.
If you have this game, you will be the cool kid at the game group for sure.
There you go. So it's something I will, I've got Memoir 44 on my shelf. It's like right there, those two boxes right there. Because I got the one with the airplanes, but I have not yet got the chance to play it either. So it's something I've got to get played. But the thing is this is Star Wars. I'll probably play it because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
So if I don't get it, it's not a big deal to me. But it's one of those, it's like, okay, I think I need to have this. This will probably be a fun game to play. But
no, there's very few games that stand the test of time. Memoir 44 came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's still here, right?
Yeah.
With all of its million expansions. I mean, not all expansions are still available, but it's still relevant. And, there's a lot of games that just disappear, right? They fade away.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's still around, still like gets great, press and adoration from people, just says what a great game it is. So this likely will follow.
All right. My next one's with Dire Wolf.
Okay. I jumped quite a ways, so I am. My next one is PA.
Oh, gee whiz!
You can probably
sit back, get your popcorn, Rob, get a drink. I'll entertain. I'll entertain everybody.
I'll take a nap. There we go.
So next one's Dire Wolf. I'm gonna go to their booth to pick up. Try to get Lightning Train. This is one that is gonna be. This is, I think, from what I've been hearing, probably one of the hottest ones there. So it's going to probably be, at least the previews that I have watched, this seems to be the number one. So, which kind of surprised me.
I gotta look at it
does
again.
great stuff.
Yeah, and I looked at it and I'm like, I got to look at it again. Because now you got me curious, like I missed something.
Yeah, the only reason I would even know about this is because Eva wants me to pick it up for her. So I was like, okay, I'll try, And then when I was finding out that like this thing, because this thing doesn't come out till September of this year, so it's going to be an early release. They're probably going to have minimal copies again, like a lot of these publishers like to do to, drive up the hype, right? Not seeing any of them do that.
Dude, I am positive if they had the games, they want to sell them. They don't want to hold them back. They want that money to exchange.
I would hope. So, but Lightning Train at the Direwolf, this is from Paul Denon. This is looking to be a really big, it's like a deck building game or a bag builder. It's not a, even though it's Lightning Train and it's got a train on the cover, it's not necessarily a train game. It has trains in it. That's what people keep saying that I've seen reviewed. It's not a train game, but it has trains in it. So, but I'm going to try to pick this up, and I do want to take a look at it to see if it's something I might want to secure for myself. But I'm going to try to get that for my friend Eva.
Yeah, I just looked it up. They will have a limited number of copies at GenCon. And they're going to have demos, and then apparently all of the ticketed events like sold out immediately. Retail release after Labor Day. For what that's worth, that could be September 15th. It could be December 15th.
Yeah.
It could be March 15th.
All right. Next, I'm going to look at Flat Out Games. I don't know why, but Cascadia Alpine Lakes. I've played Cascadia a couple of times. I enjoy it, but it's just one of those. I feel like, oh, I've got to buy the next one. I don't really need to. I think one of these is probably good enough to own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But got to go look at it. All right. Another one. Now this one is demo only. It doesn't come out till next year. But Rob, you and I have got to demo this game from Floodgate Games. And it's called Flintlock Global Warfare in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Does that right there should tell you why we need it.
Yeah.
Global Warfare in 20 minutes. It's in that 20 minutes series. So
no, I hear you clucking, Big Chicken. I know what you're saying.
Okay. I was like, is he not getting it?
I was scrolling through the list trying to find it. I'm like, it's got to be a Paolo Mori game, and sure enough,
it is a Paolo Mori. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's only a demo. Doesn't come out to 2026, but you can recreate the 7-year war and the French-Indian War in 20 minutes. I've got all these other 20-minute games, and there's a new one, and it's like, I really like those other three. We got to demo this, so I want to check this out.
Oh, for sure. Because, as soon as you started talking about it, I was like scrolling frantically through the list trying to find it. And then I found it, and I'm like, demo, darn it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got to make sure I mark it. I already marked it as interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My next one is, this one, it doesn't look like it's going to be available for sale, even though it's released in July. They're showing availability as demo only, but this is from Horrible Guild. It's called Railroad Tiles Collector's Edition.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a tile laying network building game that includes 9 expansions in a big box. And it's only a 30-minute game for 1 to 5 players. So it's doing connections, map additions, environmental farming. I want to check it out, see what this is, and see if it's anything that I'm interested in. But I'm kind of curious, especially when it says collector's edition, and it's like, ooh, more stuff. So there's that. Next is Inside Up Games. I do want to look. There's a demo. They're going to have a demo for their Earth Animal Kingdom expansion. I am going to go check this out. I've actually already crowdfunded this, but I kind of want to see. I just want to look at what the pieces look like and how the Animal Kingdom expansion is going to play into the Earth game itself. So, but another one I'm interested in seeing from Inside Up Games is a game called Ice and Idols. And I don't know what to expect. This one's releasing August 15th of this year. And it just says adventurers manipulate pathways to research idols in a frozen temple. And I honestly don't remember why this one was on my list. I don't know. I must have read something or heard something, but it's not like coming back to me of why this is on my list. But Inside Up is they've just got some pretty cool stuff and that I have played so far. Like Earth is amazing. I love the record, what's it called? It's sitting over here. Draft and Write Records. Those are both from Inside Up, and I just really like their stuff that I have played so far. So here's another one. That's probably why I put it on here to check it out, is I want to see what else they've got coming out from that publisher. All right. The next one is from Ivy Studios. I want to check out a game called Brink. Explore space, trade with rivals, bring prestige to your faction is kind of their thing. It's science fiction, space exploration, trading, voting. I just kind of want to check this out, see what it's all about. This one is an expensive one. This is coming out. This is the English Deluxe Edition, and it's coming out July of this year, so this month. And it's got a $140 price tag on it. So again, being a deluxe, it's going to have all the fancy bits and stuff. But I want to check out that from Ivy Studios. I also have heard really good things about Graft, which is coming out at GenCon. And this will be a $30 game. This one's a set collection, open drafting, and a farming. Just want to kind of check that out, a little smaller game. And there's Pillars of Fate that looks interesting. And another one that I put on here, Time to Panic. All of those, all these games are $30 with the exception of Brink, which is like the 140. But all these others are a little less expensive. And I'm just kind of going to check out what Ivy Studios has with these. From Leader Games, I am absolutely going to be picking these up. The release date's August 4th. So looks like they will have early release at GenCon, and this is the expansions for Ahoy. And so they got Fang and Fortune and Rivals and Renegades coming out. Both are $25 each. So I'm looking forward to, these are must-haves on my list, must have these. And then also from Leader Games, they've got this is a demo, but I want to see this demo for Oath. It's New Foundations. It's going to be an expansion for Oath. Now, I do not have Oath itself, so I want to check out this demo just to see not only how the expansion plays, but how the game of Oath itself plays, to see if it's something I should be picking up, because I know it's another very highly rated game. All right. Next is Lookout Games. Forest Shuffle Dartmoor. This is coming out in October, but looks like they will have some copies for sale at GenCon. And this is just an expansion. Wait, this is an expansion, right? Oh, maybe this one is not. This is create a lush moor and hearthland landscape, then attract species to it. I just kind of assumed that this was another expansion. It re-implements Forest Shuffle. So it looks like it's going to be a standalone. Yeah, it's a standalone game within there, and introduces a brand new habitat and features new species and new abilities and bonuses to explore. So Forest Shuffle is fantastic. I really like it. So I will try to grab this one as well. GenCon pre-release copies will be available. So, all right. Rob, you need more games.
No, I don't need more games. I need more shelf space.
Then from Matago, Scott Alms has a game called The Peak Team, which comes out in October. But it does look like here we'll have some copies available for $40. You're going to coordinate with other rangers to safeguard animals from a wildlife park. I like Scott Alms. I mean, that's his name's on it. I want to see. There's a lot of stuff that's I've seen with his name on. And this is one I definitely want to just check it out, see what it is and how it plays, and possibly pick that up. From Mindware, this is not something I probably will pick up. It's supposed to be there, but Quirkle Flex. Yeah. I've played Quirkle. I think this is going to be one of those games going to be everywhere because it's Quirkle. But this one is a Reiner Knizia and Susan McKinley Ross mix. So that's a new version of Quirkle with some different different things. So I want to check this out. Quirkle's a really good game, and I want to see what this new Flex version is like.
Okay.
All right. I got one more, and then I think I'm caught up with you. North Star Games. I want to check out
Blast from the
Nature.
Past. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this comes out, I guess, is out at the end of this month. It's going to be $35, and I've again heard really good things about this game.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be really, really good and a really nice production. It's got chaining, hand management in this card game. So I'm going to check out Nature. All right. I am now to Pandasaurus Games.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sea Salt and Paper Extra Pepper is an expansion to Sea Salt and Paper. It's going to be $10. Comes out in September 2025, but it's going to just have 12 new cards in it with 12 new effects to spice up the game of Sea Salt and Paper. If it's like last year, this will be near impossible to get. Just Sea Salt and Paper was so hard to get. And being it's a September release, I expect a limited amount of copies again at GenCon. And then a game I've seen on the shelf already. I would like to see it have the ability to test this out, is Shackleton Base, A Journey to the Moon. I don't know if it's something I'm going to be interested in. It's highly rated and it looks really good. This will be a $90 purchase. But yeah, this is one I want to, it's a worker placement with different worker types, space exploration. They got variable setup. So I'm curious. I'm hoping I can get, hopefully they have you can play this one, but again, it's a long game. So they probably won't. I'm gonna have to see if this is available for like signing up for one of those 2-hour events, to have them teach you the game. But I need to check that out and see if it's available, because I don't think this is going to be sitting in the retail space of some person they hired off the street to teach it. This is it's a heavier game.
Yeah, I was also interested in that one, and actually one that I kind of pushed off of my list was Gatsby. That was another game that they're coming out with. It's a 2-player game for a mere $30.
Yeah,
from Bruno Cathala and Ludovic Mablanc. So they make good stuff.
Yeah.
And, that one may or may not make it, but yeah, the Shackleton Base, I know that one's kind of made a splash in the interwebs recently since it's just released.
Yeah.
And the designer that made Ragusa, which is pretty good. And Kalimala?
Yep.
I think that was his first one that he made.
Yeah, Ragusa his second.
Yeah. And then the
Circus.
Nestor Mangoni, he did Darwin's Journey, Newton. That's he's also done some really good games. So they're a good team.
All right. I think the next one, I'm caught up to you, and I think we're going to have a crossover on this one. So I'll just turn it over to you. I feel that confident.
My next one is from Paverson Games. It's Luthier.
Yep.
Because I apparently don't like short games. This one is like 90 to 150 minutes, but it looks really interesting. I don't like the price of it. Not too excited about that, but
$80.
If I see this one, I will get it. The only thing that might happen is I might talk myself into, well, if you get it online or maybe locally, went back home, maybe you can get it for like $60 and save $20 for a 3D printer. But
just not buy it and save $80 for a 3D printer.
There you go. That works too. But I'm really excited about Luthier. And they have one other game that's going to be a demo, which I'm really curious about. It's called Class of '89. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah?
they're going to have over there, but Mark and I, we are class of 80 something. I am class of 89 specifically. So I am just
I'm the
interested to see.
superior 88.
Yes, I am curious to see, like what kind of retro stuff they're going to have as part of that. Looking at all they have on BGG is just the cover of the box, nothing else.
Well,
So
it
it's
comes out 2026. So
yeah, so and Q3 2026. So that's going to be like GenCon 2026 stuff. So I'm kind of expecting just a bunch of pieces in a glass case or something like that,
yeah.
which they might have just to and it's ladder climbing and matching, which is interesting. Assemble a radical high school yearbook spread in the late 80s. So
A full nostalgia buy. That's all that is.
yeah.
No.
So yeah, so we'll check that out. Oh, and I forgot to mention that Luthier is designed by um, the same guy that did Distilled, which came out. What was that, like last year? I think, or was it earlier this year? No, it came out in 2023. I've heard good things about Distilled.
I have
It was
I have too.
yeah, it was one that I never really got into. I don't know if it was the subject matter. I'm not opposed to distilled beverages or anything like that, but it just didn't grab me. But it does look really good and highly recommended by a lot of folks. So oops, I just accidentally closed my window. Don't want to do
Uh-oh.
that. Yep. But I gotta find my stuff again. Oh, oops. Oh,
Yeah,
there it
you left
is.
off at Paverson Games.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Control Shift T, for saving the day. Because that reopens a closed tab. But I'm all the way up by 25th Century Games. That was it. That was all that I had. They only had like 3 games
Okay.
out there. So how about you? What you got next?
My next one is at Plaid Hat Games.
Okay.
Wandering Galaxy. It's a Crossroads game. This one says it just says take crazy jobs in space to pay off your ship. It's a miniature game, adventure, cooperative game, which I like. It's also campaign battle card driven. And I've played a Crossroads game before. It was I think Dead of Winter, I think is what it's called. And that was really good. So this is one I want to check out, see how this plays, what it's, maybe bring this one home with me. This one was released in January of this year. So it's going to be available there for 70, but again, they even show you can get it for 58.92 on Amazon. So, but again, this will be one I just want to check out and see what it's like. So, my next one is going to be Renegade. I don't know if you've got any more.
Oh, I got I missed this one. I got here. I'll do this from Pegasus Spiel.
There you go.
They have Rival Cities by Andreas Steding, and it's a 2-player game, a mere $33. Yeah, and it releases on August of 2025. So I will most surely definitely be picking this one up if it's available. Kind of an interesting 2-player game. I'm stoked that it's only $33 instead of 60 or more.
Yeah.
And there were a couple others that they had that were kind of like interesting, but this is the only one from them. That's Rival Cities from Pegasus Spiel. Okay, what was your next one?
Renegade.
I think I'm Renegade next too. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Let me scroll down. I did not link this.
Uh-oh. Wah, wah, wah. We've only done this 1,000 times.
I know, right?
Don't forget, folks, like and subscribe, because where else can you get such quality content and podcasting?
Yes. We're a little slow, but that gives us charm.
Have you seen my baseball?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. My Renegade is gonna be the expansion for Unstoppable. So I'm gonna snag that for $15. It came out earlier this year. I did not get it yet, but if I see it there, I'll snag it.
You cannot go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Renegade, is that the only one you had for them?
Yes. Yep.
For me, I want to look at Scara Bray.
Oh, I got it.
Shem Phillips. Yeah.
It's sitting right over there.
Woo! So I just want to check it out. I really do like wow, I forgot the name of it. It's and whatever. I know what I'm thinking. I just, the name is gone from my head, but Hadrian's Wall. So
yeah.
So check out Scarabray, see what it's all about. And yeah, that's it for them.
Like you like the theme of gathering resources and sheltering the settlers of Neolithic northern Scotland.
Yes. And who wouldn't?
I know. But
all right. Next, I'm in the R's still. Rock, Stone, and Dice Games.
Go for it.
This one is a game that came out, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought this game was already out. It says Q3 of this year. Gems of Iridecia. Oh, I remember this from the Kickstarter campaign. This one looked interesting. It's another one I did not back, but I do want to see it. You get to mine and collect gems to restore relics and reclaim the throne of an abandoned world. And it looks like they actually have an event. Oh, there's actually event. They actually have an event link to the GenCon event finder for this. So might have to check out what that is. But 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes. Just looks like something that could be fun. So I want to check it out. It's dice rolling, endgame bonuses, adventure, fantasy. So collecting gems. So my next is with Synapses Games.
I'm right in there with you. This is my last one.
All right, so go for it.
Yeah, so on my list is Compile Main 2.
Yes.
From Michael Yang. So you hyped up the original enough where I bit that hook and hook, line, and sinker, etc. And definitely interested on this one. And
now, clarification: I didn't hype this game up.
Yes, you did.
Not based on playing
the original. The original.
I've yet. Right. I haven't even played Compile Main 1. This is the one that smells like carpet. My box smells like a carpet store. But what I talked about was that because the company that was making this, Greater Than Games, is gone, I was hoping someone would pick it up because I do have it pre-ordered. But it's still, I haven't even played the original. It's still sitting here. I've seen it played. I haven't played it myself.
That was enough hype for me.
Okay.
That's all it took.
You're buying it because you want to box it. When you open it up, it smells like a carpeting store. So just admit it.
Exactly.
So, but yes, this is on my list as well. So it's only going to be $20.
And then also over there, they're coming out with a new version of Yokohama Duel. This is a game from the now defunct company, Tasty Minstrel Games. They folded, I don't know, like 5 years ago. And I have the original Yokohama. I thought it was Yamatai. I have the original Yokohama, and great game. I never picked up Duel when it came out, but very likely if I see Yokohama Duel over there, I'm gonna just snag it.
Yeah.
It's a 2-player game, $25.
Cool.
You know, that's I'm probably gonna snag that one, but it's not officially on my list. While Compile Main 2 is. So that was
All
my
right.
last one. So now it's all you,
All
dude.
right. I got a few more. So from Tablescope, there's a game coming out, Lightspeed Arena, and they've got a couple of expansions with it, Black Hole and Glyphon. And the reason I'm looking at this one is because I personally know one of the developers,
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
Tom
there we
Jolly.
go. Yep.
So he's actually in our game group. So
Oh wow, James
uh,
Ernest too.
so I
That's another
don't
one.
know the rest of the individuals, but I do know Tom, and I this is a quick 5 to 15 minute game, 1 to 4 players. So and there's a couple of expansions. So this is for pretty much all ages, 8 and up. So I want to check it out, and like I said, I'll probably just get a copy because I got to support my buddy Tom. So
Oh yeah. And
then this, oh
and so that was co-designed by a bunch of folks. And
yes,
yeah, like James Ernest, which is the other name that I picked out immediately. He did Kill Dr. Lucky, which has been around forever, and also Lords of Vegas, which is a pretty cool dice game. And of course, what Tom did.
oh yeah, I probably should talk about what Tom has done, but WizWar.
Yep.
He's let's see, I'm gonna go. So but his big one that I really, oh my goodness, he's got so many games. So just I'm gonna pick a couple of these. Battle for Rokugan, and he's done Disc Wars, a lot of Disc Wars stuff. And but I'll get to the one I know for the man. Tom, Disc Wars, Disc Wars, Disc Wars. Okay, let's see. Trying to get a couple. What is it I'm looking for? Now I've totally forgot. It's the Manhattan Project Energy Empire. So that's one. I got the game. He taught me the game. So one of the designers of it, him and I think it was Luke Laurie, did Energy Empire, and first time I played it was with Tom Jolly. So and he actually I got to uh, test test in the new Energy Empire release that's this year. There was a mode that he asked me to play test with him, and I got to do that. And then I think I said Wiz War already. I mean, he's done a bunch of other things. Yeah, but yeah, Wiz War is another one that he taught me that game as well. So, but I'm looking forward to checking out Lightspeed Arena to see what he's come up with. Next couple more is This Way. I want to check out Ice. They're releasing a second edition. This is just gonna have a demo for it. I know the original game, like the first edition, was already out, but they are doing a second edition to making some tweaks. And I heard some really good things about the original game. It's rated at an 8.1 on BGG, so I kind of want to see how this plays. My only kind of thoughts on this one originally was the board. You're like layering it with tiles, and I just wonder how tedious that might be for like setting up a game every time you want to play. I just might be a little much, but I have heard good things about the game. Next is Thunderworks Games. I know this is one that you don't have on your list because you already have the game, I think. Citizens of the Spark.
Yep. Yeah, I kickstarted
So,
that one.
yep. So this officially releases August 5th. So we'll be able to pick this up at I will be able to pick it up at GenCon if I want. So, but I want to check this out, see what it is. Philip DeBerry game, and could be a very interesting one. And then the last that I have,
Actually, so you know that I love to bring games to Gen Con because
yeah,
we're not going to have enough over there. You know, we could make like a small little pile of games, you know, that are going to be over there so we can try them and try them before you buy them. So I can bring Citizens of the Spark. I can bring Galileo or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, just
sounds
saying.
good.
Yeah.
That'll
Anyway.
work. Okay, and then the last one I have is from UVS Games. It's an expansion to Star Trek Star Realms, and that is Borg Invasion expansion. So the Borg Invasion for Star Trek Star Realms. I'd like to add that to my copy of the game. That is what I currently have. And like Rob said, our lists are going to grow. They're going to grow. They're going to shrink. They're going to grow. They're going to shrink, because this list is changing every day as we get closer to GenCon itself. And yeah. And I'm sure, I already made a list of things I am, if it's available, what I am buying, and I already know how much money. And if I add any of these things that I've listed, it's going to be, it's going to be an expensive weekend, but that's all right. This is my big trip every year. So
yeah, this is the thing that we look forward to.
Yes.
Until we start going to Essen. I can buy one game. It's got to be a card game.
Yeah.
Under 10 euros or whatever.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But all right.
No, so those are good lists, and I'm excited to see what we come home with, because my experience has generally been I come home with half of what was on my list, and then there's a bunch of stuff that wasn't on the list, and and there's never enough shelf space.
I got room now. I got a little room right over here. There's a couple empty ones though. And I am gonna, and I got right over here, I got some more that you can't even see. So I got some room. But I'm still gonna purge. I'm gonna do a purge again. I want to get rid of the stuff that I just don't play.
Yep.
And try to get it down to where I got the things that I really want to play. So that's the goal. We'll see how that goes. All right, Rob.
So that's it for our lists. We'll definitely do an update to all of this on our after GenCon show. Or we'll see what we do, if we have any special content or something like that. And we'll definitely try to do some shorts. At least I will. They may or may not have narration.
Yeah.
I don't know how loud it's going to be. It just might be like, hey, look at this, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I'm only doing one shot with those. I'm not going to be redoing it like I do at home.
You'll be just like, here's Mark spending more money. Hey, here's Mark buying another game. Hey, here's Mark still spending more money. Here's Mark out on the street begging for money so he can buy more games.
Here's Mark buying Luthier. This one will not be on a mail call episode. This game will not be on a mail call episode.
But it's tough, all good. Because that's the other thing I was thinking. Like, I was thinking the other day, now that I do those mail call videos, it's like technically everything I buy at GenCon, I need to leave it shrink wrapped and not open it till I come home.
You can open my versions. Video it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to buy everything I buy so I can open it up and look at it there.
And you know what? You can do mail call. Basically do it like suitcase call.
There you go.
So you just sit there and you open your suitcases, notice plural, of all your games.
That's going to be a special mail call. It'll be a GenCon haul. It'll be a really long video, probably. Mm-hmm. So,
it won't be because
I'll show you what I got, and then I do the separate unboxing of each one individually in its own video. So, won't be really long. So, but all right.
And I can tell you just a pro tip for going to GenCon: pack a suitcase with disposable clothes, so that you just throw out all your clothes in Indianapolis and just use that suitcase space to bring back games.
Yeah.
So don't bring stuff that you like to wear. Bring your old underwear, old t-shirts.
Yeah. And if you see Rob and I there, say hi.
Absolutely.
I'm actually going to be wearing this Board Game Life. I made myself a polo shirt and a t-shirt. So at least 2 of the days I'll be wearing this Board Game Life branded shirts. So you see a big fat guy in this Board Game Life shirt, it's me. We don't make them. It's the one and only. So come up and say hi if you want.
Sounds good. All right, folks. Thanks for watching episode 101, listening to episode 101, whichever format you consumed it on, and we'd love to hear some of the games you're interested in. Send us a note, and we'll catch you at the table.
Yeah. See,
I took your line.
You threw me off.
I took your line. You're like, don't.
Catch you later. All right. See you at GenCon.
See you at GenCon.